I'm Lawrence Gunther, North America's only totally blind professional angler and founder of Bluefish Canada, a charity dedicated to the future of fish and fishing. Meet Moby. He's a Labrador Bernese mixed guide dog and my best friend. Today on Lake2Plate, I'll be taking Steve Mitten fishing on the Upper Ottawa River. Steve's one of the head chefs at the Whale's Bone restaurant located in Canada's capital, Ottawa. But to get to the fish, we first need to raft with our friends from Whitewater Esprit Rafting.
So you're our guide?
I'm going to be your guide for the Ottawa River.
And where's our boat?
Our boat is just to your left here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Our 14-foot inflatable raft.
So 14 feet. Where's the bow?
You're touching the bow right now. This is the bow compartment.
Oh, okay. That's the bow up that way?
Yeah.
I'm just going to feel around a little bit and get an idea.
Absolutely.
This is going to be fun. Oh, man. I can't wait.
It should be.
Moby, what do you think? You good, man? You up to it?
What are you saying, guys?
Hey, Steve!
Oh, you made it! I certainly did. What's going down, man? Hey,
Right on, buddy.
Welcome.
Hey, Nate, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks.
You got all your quick dry clothing on?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I got a full wetsuit on.
Steve still doesn't know about the other guests I've invited to join us for our shoreside meal, or about the wild forage I've arranged to go along with our fish. We also just learned that in the last 2 days, the level of the Ottawa River rose by over 2 meters. Should make for a pretty wet ride. The Ottawa River Basin measures almost 150,000 square kilometers. The Ottawa River itself is over 1,200 kilometers long. The watershed hosts 200 municipalities and 10 Algonquin First Nations. The river provides drinking water to over 1 million people.
We really think it's important for people to understand and get to know the river and connect with the river, because people really protect what they love. And when you're fishing, you're on the river and you really get to know the river, you get to understand the river. If you have a river that's not polluted and your fish are not contaminated, then you can catch your fish and you can eat your fish. And it's a really amazing feeling.
This first set of Class 3 rapids is known as the Iron Ring. It's where loggers would assemble their log booms before spring breakup. We're all a bit nervous about running this first set of whitewater. The way I figure it, if you don't see it coming, it can't hurt you. Moby has his own PFD. I've also tethered us together using his leash. There's over 90 species of wild fish in the Ottawa River, including large and smallmouth bass, northern pike, muskie, gar, walleye, catfish, and even sturgeon. This first set of flat water seems like a great place to try some fishing. I asked Shannon Bauer, a local fish biologist, which size of fish she recommends harvesting.
My favorite rule for trying to figure out what size of fish to harvest is the Goldilocks rule. You don't want it too big, you don't want it too small, you want it just right.
Steve, I'm going to tie on a spinnerbait on these rods. We're going to try to catch ourselves a pike or a bass. Just see what's around here. So these lures, they look like a school of fleeing minnows. They've got the hook down here with the weighted head, a little skirt, and some silver blades. So when the fish looks up, it sees a white belly and some sparkle, and it thinks it's a school of fleeing minnows, and they attack it because they think another fish is trying to eat the minnows and they want to get it before.
Really?
So it's a really effective little bait.
What do you call it? Spinnerbait?
Spinnerbait. And here this is a paloma knot, so I'm just doing an overhand knot. I doubled the line, overhand knot. I take my loop, open the loop up here, and get that loop open. Then I pass the whole lure through the loop, and then I take the tag in here, apply a bit of moisture, and pull the whole thing tight. There, it's on. So what you want to do is grab the line with your finger, right?
Yeah.
Then when you grab the line with your, open the bail arm with your other hand while holding on to the line with your finger.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Then bring the rod back to 2 o'clock and then bring it forward to 10 o'clock and let go with your finger. And then close that arm with your hand.
I think that,
10 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Finger loose.
While Steve may be new
There
at
you go,
fishing,
sir.
he sure caught on quick. He'll make an excellent angler.
I cannot overemphasize how important anglers are as citizen scientists on the river. They are literally our eyes and ears. I work with anglers at truly every stage of my research, and I could not do it without them.
Where's the land now? Let me listen. Yeah, I can hear the trees over there. I can hear some birds over there. I hear rapids over there, but there's rapids everywhere. No. Oh, fish on. It's a beauty. It's a little fella though, eh? I'll let him go. He didn't want to hang around anymore.
This first fish was too small to harvest. With only the one small fish caught using our spinnerbaits, I suggested we keep moving down the river. This next set of whitewater is a class 5. I asked Steve if he wouldn't mind portaging with Moby and giving up running this set of rapids. We'll empty the raft and then I'll help the guide run the rapids. It's called the elevator shaft. Technically, it's a waterfalls measuring over 5 meters in height.
Hey, Steve.
yes, sir.
I want to say thanks for taking Moby around that last set of rapids, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
I don't think he would have appreciated going down that elevator shaft.
I'm thinking I wouldn't have appreciated it either, so I got to thank Moby for that.
Yeah. Well, you both got the pass on that one, man. It was like free falling. I felt like
Seriously?
an astronaut.
Really?
Yeah, it was weightless. You only buy sustainably harvested fish, right?
That's correct.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So ocean-wise, is that the certification you're looking for?
Ocean-wise, MSC, yeah.
And Marine Stewardship Council?
Exactly, yeah.
So the big ones.
That's right.
Why is that important to you? Is it because the customers demand that, or?
It's coming around more and more, and a lot of it comes with a story because it's usually small fishermen or small fish farmers.
You know who caught them, you know how they caught them, you know they were caught sustainably.
Exactly.
It's all legit, just like what we're doing today. So what we got is we got some pickerel rigs going here, Steve. It's basically the sinker's at the bottom. It's a spreader, couple hooks, couple worms. We're gonna catch ourselves our dinner, man.
Oh,
Drop
yeah.
it straight down. We're into really shallow water here.
Nice.
I think we're into like, we probably want to go a little deeper. I think we're into like 4 or 5 feet of water here. There's supper.
Already?
Well, there's something.
Whoa.
There's something on the end of here. What do we got? Hang on. Whoa. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, he's a nice one. That's an eater.
That's not bad.
That's
at
an
all
eater.
there.
That's an eater, man. That's a meal for one.
That's right.
We need 2 of those.
That'll be about 8 ounces of fish.
You got your line
by the
down
end of
there?
it. No, not yet.
Drop
I'm just
her down,
excited about looking at your fish there.
Drop her down,
Got
buddy. Drop her
lost.
down. Fell off, I think.
No, it's there.
You got one?
Yeah.
No, when did you catch that?
Look at that.
Let me see. Let me see. What is it?
He's a good size.
Holy, that's a nice one.
He's not bad at
That's
all.
a really nice one, man. That's a really nice. Can I unhook it for you?
Yeah, please. Get
All
him
right,
on
here you
the,
go. Yeah, throw that out. Someone catch Moby, and I'll get him on the stringer here.
Join us for part 2 of Lake2Plate as Steve Mitten and I head to shore and Steve teaches me how to cook bass over an open fire in an iron skillet. Steve still doesn't know about the wild forage I've organized to go along with our meal or about the guests I've invited to join us for the feast. This day isn't over by a long shot. Welcome back to Lake2Plate. Steve Mitten from the Whale's Bone restaurant and Moby and I rafted some class 3 and 5 whitewater along the upper Ottawa River. We caught and harvested some perfect sized smallmouth bass. Now Steve's gonna show me how he likes to cook fish over an open fire in an iron skillet.
All right. So Steve, what do you got here, buddy?
Lawrence, here's some of this beautiful fish that you caught today.
Oh my God.
On your side of the boat.
You caught some too.
Okay.
You had to come to my side of the boat to do
Exactly, exactly. So I've already cleaned one up.
Yeah.
These guys are the perfect size to do whole.
Yeah.
So I thought
like
I'd do
that.
whole, keep the head on.
Really?
So all I'm gonna do is, give it a little smack, just to subdue them.
Yep. Yep.
We're gonna
Stun to kill.
That's right. We're gonna remove all the insides, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna scale them.
Perfect.
Scale them, give them a little score so the skin doesn't curl when it's cooking, and
Are you using the same knife for cutting as you for scaling?
I am, yes.
Just use the back of the knife for the scaling part? Is that
That's
what you-
right. That's
Okay.
right. These guys, though, I mean, they're tiny scales. I might have to use the blade as well.
Okay.
Which would be fine. I mean, this knife can take it.
While Steve was preparing the fish, I slipped off into the bush to meet up with my friend Matt Brearley, a local, renowned forager.
Hi, Lawrence.
Hey!
How are you?
Man, you made it so great. That's fantastic. Were you lucky? Did you find anything?
I got you a big bag of goodies.
No way.
Some from the field, some from the
Oh
forest.
my God. Oh.
Yeah.
So Matt, what kind of wild food do you find along the shores of the Ottawa River anyways? I mean, mushrooms, I guess. What else is there?
Well, it depends on the year, but there's always cattails are a good one. There are mushrooms as we have today. Sumac grows on all of the rocky soil that's along here. And
Sumac is a tree?
Sumac is a shrub. It's you
shrub,
see it
okay.
as an ornamental in some people's yards.
Okay.
Used a lot, as you see here, in Middle Eastern cooking.
Yeah.
Herbs. We have juniper as something that grows on the rocky shores as well, and of course oak trees grow quite prolifically around here.
What? We're going to eat some oak tree today?
Not today. The squirrels all got them before we did.
Oh, the nuts.
Yes. And
okay.
also, as we were at the pull-out point, there were black walnuts as well, which kind
Nice.
of leads to something that we should talk about with the native people.
Yeah.
That they were the ones that actually carried them up the river and
You mean-
made them as food sources, as stops along the Ottawa River, as up and down the river.
So the Algonquin First Nations people,
Yep.
when they portaged around the rapids,
Yes.
they planted vegetables on those portage routes?
Yep.
I'm looking forward to working with Steve on seeing how he reacts to all this forage food
Excellent.
and he comes up with. It's going to be interesting, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for coming and bringing this wild forage food
Thank
for
you.
us today.
Thank you.
Steven, where are you?
Lawrence,
I'm
over this
coming,
way.
man. I got a surprise
This
for
is
you.
the surprise. I'm excited. What
It's,
have you got?
it's wild forage, man. It came from this forest right here.
No, it didn't.
I have no idea what this is.
Really?
I haven't looked, but I haven't felt in there, but I'm going to depend on you to cook it up and make it something wonderful.
That's what's amazing. Matt did this, did he?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, man.
He knows what he's doing.
He's the forager.
He's the forager chef. That's why they call him that. Amazing. Look at those mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
these
said there's
are
some
insane.
puffballs in there and some wild carrots.
There are some puffballs here, wild carrots. Definitely, they look like parsnips, but they're not.
Can I help you cut some of this stuff up?
Would
I got my knife.
Well, let's do it then.
All right, man,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
do it. Here,
for
I'll
sure,
pass you
man.
this.
Okay.
And I'll get my knife out.
I got her.
Just to make sure we had enough fish to feed everyone, I arranged with my buddy Ron Ferguson from Irish Creek Outfitters to bring a little extra.
Thanks for coming, bud.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
Anytime.
enjoy some fish and some wild forage, man. It's coming right up.
Yes, for sure.
But we only need 10 minutes, right? That's what you're thinking? 10 minutes cooking time?
Should be. Should. And I like to give mushrooms a salt as soon as they hit the heat.
Why is that?
It draws out the extra moisture. Mushrooms are sponges, right?
Yeah, they are sponges, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the salt pulls out any of that water that may be over-flavoring the mushroom?
Exactly. So now
You're just going to get the mushroom
I'm
flavor.
just going to get the mushroom flavor.
And
there.
not that peat moss water.
Exactly.
that they
Now
grow
they're,
in.
they're able to caramelize a little bit as well. You taught me how to catch them. I'll teach you how to cook them.
Okay, man.
I'm salting the outside skin.
Do you rub it in with your hands or just
Nope.
sprinkle?
Yeah, just sprinkle.
Yeah.
But quite liberally.
Yeah. Put a little oil on there.
No, not yet.
Okay.
The oil will go in the pan.
Yeah.
And I'm salting and peppering inside and salting inside.
Yeah. Just sprinkling
and,
again.
And just salting on the outside here. So I'm taking some of these sumac berries,
All right. And
stuffing them inside the fish, because like you said, they've got that nice sort of citrus to them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what everybody's kind of used to, a little bit of fish, a little bit of lemon. And now I'm throwing the garlic mustard leaves in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I have one?
Give it a little zing.
Give me one of those little leaves.
Yeah, give that a try.
All right. Yeah. All right.
It doesn't. They're pretty young, so they don't have quite the bite that they will have eventually.
Oh my.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bite in that little leaf.
Comes in afterwards, eh?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? That'll.
Oh, that's excellent.
That'll
No, that's-
permeate in the belly of these guys.
Yeah, that's going to be a really nice addition.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some oil in these pans.
All right.
Get it nice and hot so we can start cooking.
Beautiful weather, great fishing, and excellent friends all gathered along the shore of the Ottawa River. The only thing missing is cold beer, which is why I invited my friends from Whitewater Brewery.
Looks like we got something else to the rescue
Hey
here.
there, boys. Brought another ingredient.
Oh man, hey,
How you
it's
doing,
Chris
Lauren?
Thompson. How you doing, buddy? Good
Top
to meet you.
notch, tickety boo. Hey, Steve.
Hey,
Looking
all right,
good.
Chris.
Looking
Give
good.
this man a beer so we can season our fish.
Oh,
that's what it's been.
Daughter for you there.
Oh, perfect.
perfect.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
It's
That's
nice
my
light blonde
I
ale.
love it. I
really
love
goes
it. It's
well
a
with
nice
fish,
light beer for
sure.
It doesn't overpower it.
No?
Hey, thanks for
Very
coming.
nice.
And thanks for
Thanks
bringing
for
the
the
beer.
invite.
I know you were whitewater rafting. We were dunking ourselves into this river all day today and pulled out a few fish for this dinner. And we foraged some beautiful vegetables along the shore. And you set up business here. Now you went from whitewater rafting to brewing beer along the shore of the Ottawa River. Why did you pick this location?
This station's pretty key for us. It's where the three of us that started the brewery met about 10 years ago. We were raft guides on the Ottawa River.
Wow.
And it really lends well to, I guess at good times we're a recipe. The ingredients would be just good people, friends and all that. Food, music, and beer, right? And
All the valley values.
Yeah.
How we doing, Steve?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Oh man, it smells good. You threw some more wood on the fire. I can feel the heat going up again.
Exactly. Well, that's just what we needed, and yeah,
Good.
it's going to be a good feast sometime very soon.
All my senses are overflowing. The feel of the sun and fresh breeze, the heat, smell, and crackle of the campfire, the sizzle and aroma of wild food being cooked over an open flame and iron, the laughter of kids and good friends. It's making for a rich tapestry in my mind, all layered over the sound of the Ottawa River's rapids.
Enjoy, everyone. To the river. And Steve. Steve, and to the chef. Hip hip hooray! Hip hooray! Steve, I think we pulled it off, man.
I think we did.
And we're alive.
just by the skin of our teeth, I think. But I mean, that's just me. Obviously, we were in good hands. the whole
Absolutely,
time.
we're
Yeah.
good hands. At no point did I feel that we were in jeopardy. I mean, any of the trails we walked on today, any of the food we ate, any of the fish we caught and consumed.
I'd love to ride a raft like those guys can. I'd love to be able to fish like you can, to forage like Matt, and to brew beer like Chris.
And I wish I could cook like you, man. That fish was delicious.
Oh, stop! That was everything put together. Seriously.
No, but it was so good. It was so good.
Well, thank you.
Cheers. And in the
A big thanks to Steve Minton from the Whale's Bone Restaurant for being part of this first episode of Lake2Plate. Thanks too to everyone who helped make our adventure on the Ottawa River a huge success. You too can harvest fish sustainably and make a connection to your own shoreline and body of water. To follow me on my next Lake2Plate adventure or to learn more about me, follow me at Lake2Plate.com or LawrenceGunther.com. You can also listen to my weekly podcast, Bluefish Radio, heard over most podcast providers. For more about our charity Bluefish Canada, visit us on the web at bluefishcanada.ca.